Hi, YouTube family. My sister just brought me a rum cake. Um, part half a rum cake that was created, made by someone. This is a reminder. Take my blood pressure. So I'll take my blood pressure pill after I get done with this video. Oh my gosh. Anyway, sorry guys. Um. So almost forgot why I jumped on here. So I was going through my mom's things. I've almost got that office area cleared out, cleaned up. And if you could have seen it before, you'd understand why it's such a thing. But I'm sorry, I've got I don't know, the cold air makes my nose run. I don't think I've got a cold. Um, but I've also have I feel like my stomach's been bothering me today. Um, it's just been hurting, gnawing at me. Um, so if I'm scrunching my face up or something, that's probably why. But anyway, I found some things in in a basket of stuff that my mom had, and I pulled out some things that I'm going to probably get frames for and hang them up. This is from the editorial page. I believe it's the Hopewell newspaper from, it's got to be 1988, where I won a public speaking competition, if you can believe that, of my introvert self. Um, and I took first place in our district, and then my speech went on after this to take second in the entire state. If I had made first, I would have met the president of the United States at that time, and I can't remember who was president in 88. I can't remember. Anyway, Alexa, who was president in 1988? The president of the United States in 1988 was Ronald Reagan. Wow, so I would have met Ronald Reagan. Okay, that would have been pretty cool. So this is the editorial. Um, from that, and it's got my speech in here that I gave. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unalienable, God-given rights. No man, no law, no anything could ever take them away. So I thought. Life, no man or government has the right to take it without just cause. Liberty, each individual has the right to be liberal, to think or believe as he or she wishes. And I mean, that word liberal is not how they use it today. The pursuit of happiness, everyone has the right to be happy and in good health and well-being. Close your eyes for a moment, if you will, and imagine that you have no rights. Suppose you were walking up the street and a guard or policeman just came up and shot you. There would be no justice because there would be no law. Suppose you sat down to write a letter, but before you could mail it, the postal clerk read it and maybe even made changes to it. This would anger you very much for someone to invade your privacy in such a way. These examples are simple, yet if you use your imagination, you might be able to see what life was like BC, before our Constitution. When I think of America, I think of the strong foundation upon which it was built. It's because of the Constitution that our nation is as strong as it is today and will be tomorrow. But more importantly, the men who wrote it. It's not so important who they were as it is what they were. Americans. Americans who wanted to be free. Free to speak as they wished, free to print as they wished, free to assemble together in peace, whether it be for religious reasons or to hold a simple town meeting. Do you realize that if America had lost the Revolutionary War, those brave Americans whose names were so boldly signed to the Constitution would have been killed? Actually, I think they did seek them out anyway, didn't they? Anyway, those men risked their lives for us in generations to come. Unless you really think about it, you can't begin to feel what I'm talking about. I'm actually saying that the Constitution, the document that guarantees us rights otherwise never dreamed of by our forefathers, could have been the death warrant for John Hancock, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and all the others who took such a brave stand so that I could go to school, to church, speak in public, speak out against my government, and even make changes. Just turning 18, it was my first year to vote, and right now there's a strong flame inside of me. I'm overwhelmed with pride and gratitude. I pray that as I get older, my flame doesn't die. Yes, I'm going to hold the Constitution dear to me and pray it will live forever. Because if our rights were to suddenly die, so would we, because we are spoiled. We as Americans take our rights for granted. The Constitution is ours. It's yours. It's mine. It's forever changing. The Constitution is America's liberty. It is our heritage, and it will be forever if we as Americans, proud Americans, do our part and preserve the Constitution, not only in the National Archives, but more importantly, preserve it in our hearts. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Dreama Collins' Voice of Democracy essay won the Veterans of Foreign Wars competition with the Jacob J. Pearson VFW Post 637 in Hopewell, and the 4th District she placed second in state competition. She would participate in the April 30th VFW Loyalty Day Parade and Crew as an outstanding spokesman for freedom. The Hopewell High School senior also won first place in the Central District Girls Oratorical Contest February 17th at Thomas Jefferson High School, making her eligible to compete on the regional level March 7th at Matoka High School. She's the daughter of Jerry and Nancy Collins. I was so proud of this. I remember this so vividly. My parents were so proud, which was just meant everything to me. It meant more to me than the speech did. And this here on the back is a letter I got from Bill Clinton. You know how if you write the White House, you get like, anyways. I was all about turning 18 then, and I was so excited. This is 1993, so it ain't far after that. And I was just all about democracy, and my flame was burning so bright and so strong, and yeah. And this speech writing is something I've been doing, and this I think is something my grandmother kept because this says my granddaughter on it, so she was proud of this. This was from when I was in the 5th or 6th grade. This is 1982. Public speaking winners from Carter G. Woodson. Students at Carter G. Woodson participated in a public speaking contest May 6th through 7th. The topic was amusement and entertainment around the world, and each student was required to talk 3 to 4 minutes. Dreama Collins won first place honors for the second year. She is a 7th grade student, 7th grade, okay, and is the daughter of Jerry and Nancy Collins. Then Charlie Lepori took top honors for the 6th grade. He is, and then gave his parents' names. Kenny Ballant won second place, and he was in 7th grade. His parents are Johnny and Pat Ballant. And then Renee Harris came in second for the 6th grade. I remember these kids. She is the daughter of Glenn and Judy Harris, winning 3rd place, and then it gave their name Sheila Rideout, Cheryl Cawthorn, remember her, and special recognition to Tammy Lewis and Lisa Morris. And then it gave who was judging the contest. And I remember this speech. Do you remember? If you go to amusement parks, the rides, my speech was about amusement parks around the world. And I talked about the roller coasters and all. And I started the speech out. It was a fun speech. I started this, that's why my hands are lifted. And I was a skinny kid there. When I was in the 7th grade, I was always told that I was so fat. But look at that picture. I look just like the rest of them. Anyway, just goes to show. Anyhow, so sorry, that got my mind thinking in a whole nother direction I don't want to go into. So the speech was, I told them, see if I can remember. I can almost remember the beginnings, like close your eyes, you know, and I had them thinking about the amusement park rides, and I'm like, imagine yourself going up, 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 tick, 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 and then all of a sudden you drop and you're going this way and that way. And I remember seeing members in the audience kind of reliving that, and some of them tilt their heads, and they were reliving that roller coaster moment. And they came up. One of the judges actually came up to me afterwards and um, told me that I made them relive their first time on a roller coaster. This was the first speech I ever gave, and I remember I threw up just before the speech. I was so scared, but then it had given me. I was told it gave me good color. So, anyways, yeah, I used to be really, really big into public speaking. It just really used to be a thing for me, and it's something I really wanted to carry into my adulthood, but it just didn't take. So I thought I would share that with you all, just part of my past. I've got some more videos coming down the pike that things I've found in my mom's keepsakes that hopefully you all will find interesting. Things about me, things about my family, and yeah. So, have you ever written speeches? Did you ever win any competitions? Do you write speeches now? Um, and as a matter of fact, there's a story. I'll end this here. Um, I was actually going to be given the key. I forget the name of it. It is a national club with very specific members, one of which Oprah Winfrey is a member of. And there is this key that they give you. And during graduation, I was supposed to be given this key. Oh, what is the name of it? I can't remember. Anyway, I believe it went to Renee Harris. And the reason being that I didn't get it is because my grades weren't good enough. You had to have something like a 3.5 or 4.0, and I just barely graduated by the skin of my teeth. And so when it came time to announce that, and my name wasn't announced, it's like the whole gym kind of went, they were like shocked because of my speeches, they thought for sure I was going to get that. But I believe that went to Renee Harris. And I'm happy. I was very happy for Renee. But I could have kicked myself because if I had only applied myself academically the way I did to my speeches, I would have gotten that. But that's then. Um, so I got an itch right here. But anyways, thank you for listening. So I've got some more videos coming down. Oh, I wanted to share one more thing. I'll close this video so that those that came over from my Aunt Kathy's channel know that I am going to be getting some knitting videos up, crocheting videos up. It's probably going to be after the holidays because so much going on right now, where I am going to be making things. And I found this in my mom's things too. I'm not sure what the heck it is, to be honest with you. I think an ink pen goes there. I think it's like a book cover. And, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it as a book cover, but I love the pattern. Anything to do with bees and honey and tea, Winnie the Pooh, anything associated with that, I love. I like ladybugs too. So, but I like that pattern. Can y'all see it? So I haven't decided if I'm going to take this pattern off and use it to make something else, or if I'm going to keep this like this. I probably won't, because I'm not crazy about this pattern. Um, I may use this. I may take this off and use it on something else. So I found so many cool things to, you know, to make things with. So I've got some more videos, like I said, coming down the pike. And thank you guys for coming over from my aunt's channel too. I gained a few subscribers from that. So thank you, Kathy, um, for that shout out. And the bingo was really fun. You guys should go over and subscribe to my aunt's channel if you're not. She plays bingo, and it's a lot of fun. And she has giveaways, I think, every month. You can win some really cool stuff. Really nice prizes, some crafting things, and I'm just it's kind of like I'm falling down a rabbit hole, because like I'm looking at the people who she's subscribed to, who a lot of the crafting channels, and then I'm following them, and so, and I'm getting a lot of really great ideas. So thank you guys, and I hope your holidays are going well, and I hope that you're being safe. And thanks for letting me share that part of my life with you all. I guess given my public speaking background, it makes sense that now I have a YouTube channel. I don't know. I've become an introvert, though. I had to be talked into it. Andrew Marlowe actually is someone that I credit for me doing YouTube, because I had to come out of my shell for that. Long story, another time. God bless, guys.